stream. Oh well. Probably nobody was going to watch there anyway. I was hoping for the plastic bits to be not annoying in comparison to the photo etch. You can't always get what you want though, I suppose. Okay, do you fit any better? No? There's definitely flash around the fitting tab on this one. That's not going to help. This is really obnoxious. You would imagine it to be simple, but it isn't. I think I'm just going to have to glue it and have a real ugly join there. Even Mr. MiniArt can't look after every single part being as smooth as sauerkraut. I guess that's true. We'll have to try and line it up as straight as possible and just have it look a bit boopy. Can't tell if it's meant to sit like a little bit inward there. I think it is. At any rate, there's been plenty of time for that bit on the rear to bond up. Does look like there's meant to be a tiny little step inward at the front. It is totally a different kit, but the front mudguards on the T-34 are a pain in the butt, even on the models of BF. Well, yeah, I guess that's probably fair. I don't remember being annoyed by previous T-34s that I've done, but remembering is difficult. So they hit it with potato until it fits. Makes sense. It's good enough for me. I don't have any potatoes to hit it with, so we'll just use glue. Herbert's favorite. I still haven't bought toothpicks with which to distribute the super glue onto the model. And it is on my shopping list, but usually when I go shopping, I know what I'm going to get and don't bring a list. Okay, that definitely has a correct way up. This would be easier if it was a little bit less flexible. Okay. So there's not enough structure there to bend the thing in position. So I'm going to improvise. Glue is the potato of modeling. I didn't know that. Cool. Everyone likes potato. I'm just going to give it a gentle bend with this. Should have videoed that probably. And that does two things. It's eliminated some of the flexibility in the part, and it's actually almost dead perfect. Still a bit flexible, so it's still a bit fiddly.
Are you kidding?
Nope, sure aren't. What this needs is a slightly bigger lip for it to sit on. Would also be nice if I had some super glue that behaved like extra thin cement. So once I get it into place, I could just plop the glue in the gap and have it fill in. But no. Super glue doesn't work like that. Not surprising Bender has something to say about, well, bending. He does like bending. Please insert girder. Okay, this is going to be tricky to do without potentially getting my fingers in super glue. There's no little bumps on there. I did an okay job removing it from the fret. And now, I'll use this to put some super glue on. Magnetic couplings, ooh. Go watch the video I made about magnetic couplings later. Don't forget to aim your super glue away from face. And instead of a toothpick, trusty old cotton bud thingy. good thing about this super glue is it doesn't seem to instantly bond, which is good when you get it on areas you don't really want it. You do still have to work in a speedy fashion. I think that's in as best as I can get it. Hopefully, the little surrounding bit isn't as annoying as that. It will be. We can tell, because it's photo etch. Did that even cut? Uh-oh, there's a horrible goose. We're about to get goosed. In German, superglue is called Sekundenkleber, seconds glue, which can be confusing if you think it bonds parts together for seconds only. I assume that means it bonds in seconds. This is less good. I don't really want it to be bent that way. There's so much bend to it. In all the wrong ways. This looks like absolute shit. I can't even speak my words. It looks so bad. Everybody would need it. Excuse me. If this was a plastic part, it would be a lot better. The real pain is going to be getting the glue under the other bits, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this on, the glue on all of the bits at once and get it all into place. Didn't want it to go like that. Ass toilets. Fuck! Oh, I'm not having fun with this. It makes me want to go back to bed. I need more super glue too. Hey, I can't read your name. Welcome. Where did I... There it is. The squeezy bottle this comes in... It's not even a squeezy bottle, but the bottle this comes in is a blessing and a curse. Because it's annoying to have to squeeze really hard to get the glue out, but it also means when you unsqueeze, it sucks the glue back down the tube. No, I can't roll my chair back. It's messy, but it seems to work. Oh, I guess the roughness does help it make it look a bit more Soviet and more beat up. It's not so good though, because some of the edges feel like they could peel up and get caught on something. perfectly fine and dandy. Probably look a lot better when it's painted. That took a lot more effort and time than I thought it would. But I did also spend a lot of time arsing about with the front mudguard so far. And we're not done with the arsing about. We're never done with the arsing about. Herbert yelling at parts that won't fit? Normal stream, if you ask me. I haven't yelled yet. You'll know when I'm yelling. I may have just raised my voice a little bit, is all. There's some more photo etch bits, little brackets that go along here. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be hidden by, excuse me. The, I don't know what they are. I don't think that they're grousers, not spare track links. It looks like the ones... It's a bracket for strapping to hold them on. But the bracket against the side of the hull looks like it's going to be hidden. And I don't want to spend hours arsing about like these bits. I don't want to spend hours arsing about getting brackets on if they're going to be invisible. So I won't. Not doing it. I might as well, actually. PE 2 and 3. These two are the bits that go in there, and they... I thought they would have holes in them. They're meant to sit along there. How does that even work? Are they going to sit on the bit with the bumps? Or do I shave that back? Or am I looking at it wrong? I couldn't be looking at it wrong. That's absurd. Maybe. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. It looks like the bit with the bumps goes on the inside of that part. That is confusing. If I was smarter, you were yelling when you were driving 80. You are yelling when you are driving 80 in a 30 zone, and they fine you because you think there's no real reason for this. There isn't. I wasn't endangering anybody, except myself and everybody around me, but that doesn't matter. I need to get there quick. Okay, now I need to figure out which part is which. That goes over there, and that one's for this side, probably. Photo etch 2 goes with that one, and 3 goes with that one. This won't be confusing. We're working with these two. How do we bend it? It doesn't show how it's bent. Other than at a 90-degree angle. But it does look like the bumps go on the outside. Let me rotate this. Thank you. It's important that we don't do this wrong, probably. And it's kind of annoying that I can't see the bend point on the side that I want to have facing up when I bend this. So I'll just do it around here. That's what it's for. Now my fingers are too big that I can't just plop it in there without it not fitting. Wouldn't be good if you had tweezers? Feck! Why am I so incompetent? That's definitely uneven. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. The bend is absolutely not at a 90-degree angle. More of a curve. And pressing down on this feels like it's going to eliminate some of that bolt-looking detail. It's a pretty crap job, but it's probably good enough for Soviet work. And I think this gets glued in here like that. But doing that doesn't really leave a lot hanging out on the outside as much as it looks like it should. Does seem like that's what I'm meant to do. There's basically no overhang on the outside. Whereas in the picture, it looks like there's a lot. If it's good enough for good old Down Under Herbert, it's good enough for Sauerkraut Trekan. It's a good name. I don't like it. The picture here looks like that's one part, like one bracket, but it's not. The painting and marking guide isn't a lot of help in this kit. You know what? I'm just gonna, as the youth do, we're just gonna YOLO. Probably.
Yeah.
Should have videoed myself bending it, I guess. This detail really could have been molded into the part, if you ask me. That looks something approaching what I think they want. And therefore, good enough. But nothing. Surely there's a way I can bend this better on the bendy doodad. Surely. Hmm. I guess putting the bolt or rivet or whatever detail they are under the holding bit isn't the worst idea. It's going to be a lot easier than trying to put it in on an overhang. Oh yeah, maybe videoing. Come on, so many T-34s were built. I'm quite sure your model will be an exact copy of one of those. I mean, good chance of it. Especially if there's lots of gaps in it. Trouble is I can't get my blade under here. You're supposed to do this with like a different, like a razor with the little metal handle bit at the top. What was that song by Budget Freddy? Under the overhang? Under the overhang. Do 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 do. Good old Budget Freddy. Got a song for every occasion. That's probably 90 degrees. Yeah, but you've done it backwards, idiot. Man, it's a very nice bend, though. I wish I had a brain. Sometimes. Now the question is, do I bother reversing something that will probably never be seen? Yeah, probably. I guess that gives it a line to make it easier to bend, though. Go under the thing, you stupid cunt. Fuck. Go to Gulag. Yes. The photo etch can go to Gulag. Fucking dog cunt. This isn't really fun. This is annoying.
That isn't very poggers.
Precisely. I believe this is close enough. What's the bet that I've got this around the wrong way again? That's probably fine. That's more like what they want, but it's definitely not bent in the right spot. Who's gonna notice? Nobody, that's who. Nobody. And you're not gonna tell them about it. That's uneven. That's cool. Maybe start with the correct part for the side. Maybe I'll start with a bit of super glue. More than just a tiny bit. Enough to actually do something. There isn't much left on the little bit of plastic. That's not so bad. It would have been a mistake if I glued them on before trying to put the photo etch on. So I did avoid the mistake. If you have some misalignments on the tracks because of the mudguards, you can call it not peacetime damage. There's got to be a longer way we could say that, though. Squeeze out a bit more. This black goo. Don't tip it over, you shit. Oh, you fucking dog. Was that not enough super glue for you, or was it too much? I think that's okay. Does kind of look like it's not really sitting on the hull on this side. But I think it is. Or close enough for Soviet business anyway. That's like 2 things I've got put on in the last hour and 17. Really closer to probably 10, hour and 10. Not very productive, Herbert. I did spend most of the time assing about, being uncertain. And there's some really fiddly looking bits of photo etch on this page. Latches for a box that I don't really have a lot of interest in doing today. I'm all photo etched out already. And they are very similar to the towing hooks, latches for those, which I'm pretty confident we will need to make some for the rear. That's why I skipped them earlier. We do. It doesn't even want me to install the box just yet. And there is another one for later. And more of the photo etch brackety doodads. The rear mud flaps have photo etch on them.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm looking at the hatch instructions, and somehow the vision devices for that are photo etch. That can't be right. PE8. That doesn't look like those at all. I only want the outside of the hatch, so I think I can probably get away with not putting all of those bits of photo etch and tiny bits on the inside of the hatch. That can't be photo etch. That's too solid. Maybe there was a clear sprue, I think. Yes, it's labeled PE, the clear parts. Don't you think that would be a little confusing, Mr. MiniArt? Oh no, it's perfectly logical. Fucking dogs. And what are the photo etch labeled as? They're also PE. Get me all riled up like that. Ooh. There's some more plastic bits before that. I'm not going to build the box because I would like to not have it rolling around loose on my desk, because it's going to be a while before it's time to put the boxes on. Got hand railings. And maybe I won't bother with the photo etch on the inside here. And I don't really feel like putting the ones on the outside yet either. I'll make a note. Oh no, I'll remember. I'll remember to do them when it comes time to put them on the other side. Yeah, I'll remember. They actually look kind of annoying because they're mounts for straps. And I'm going to have to somehow kajigger the straps onto them. Okay, the next... Oh, I forgot about these doovers. These and some hand railings. How many hand railings? 7? I think I may have a problem. I think I didn't properly drill out one of these hand railing holes. Either that or it just got filled in with plastic. Somehow. Oh well. It's fixed. I've got to clean these up before I can stick them on. I almost completely forgot about them. Nice big chunks of Spruegate on rounded edges. That's what we like to see. Music makes me feel like I'm triumphing more than I actually am. Not on cam. Yes, I am. Okay. Don't worry, you're not triumphing. Good to know. Okay, I will assume these go back to back. Because otherwise, maybe they go around that way. That would make sense too. Because if they don't go back to back, well, they can't go front to front, can they? Let's see. Let's see if they fit in the mounting holes that I had to drill for them. Ah, wonderful. They do. Isn't that fantastic? Just a tiny bit of glue. And drop them onto your leg. Didn't feed the carpet monster, so we're winning. More glue can't hurt. Ow! My liver! That looks like some little linky boys. Good job, you've got legs. Ah, I grew them myself. And now there's a saw and some brackets for fuel tanks. How many brackets for fuel tanks? And they're all the same. I believe they're plastic. They're on the MK sprues. So that would be skipping ahead, putting the 3 on the 4 on the right side. That would be naughty. You must have pink thumbs. Saw, because we need logs. Gimme logs, comrade. They're important for Soviet tankers. The saw is on... not this sprue. Probably. That's BA. We want CA for the saw. That's EA. Something about it being in the game. Let's bring the entire box over. No. That's CB. This is the one with the saw. It also has other bits we'll be looking for. Oh, fuck. The horn, for whatever reason, has a photo etch mount. Wretched scum. I'll do that another time, but we need that sprue. Okay, there should be another one of these. Probably. That's got the brackets for the fuel tanks. MJ? That's a J, I think. This is the ones that will make the stacks of those little whatever they are too. There's quite a few. This is kind of an annoying thing that MiniArt seems to do, is have these little sprues when you could have a whole big sprue with this many bits. Not a real problem, but it is very mildly annoying sometimes. Have I got them all? Who can say? We need enough to make 7 hand railings. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's more than enough. Some of them are probably for turret as well. No, we'll just throw that one. That one's stupid. Remember the sign in the design studio of MiniArt? How can we annoy Herbert? Think of it every day. Man, why do they got to annoy me so much? One saw. There's a headlamp somewhere too that is not on this sprue. Is not on any of the sprues I've got out, I don't think. We don't need that yet. What I'm unhappy about is the little photo etch bracket for the head for the horn, rather. I wonder if that super glue is still liquid. We'll do the horn next time. Probably. Maybe the horn fell off, and the no good punks who stole the horn took the bracket with it. Yeah. Talking of sores, I'm feeling the hunger. I hope you had fun looting your kitchen for food, Trekan. Thank you for dropping by. I'll see you next time. Next time, Trekan. Next time. I think what I'll do is attach the saw, which I assume is similar to the one Trekan is going to use for his food. And then we're going to attach these little hand railings without breaking any of them. Now, do they... Looks like there's enough material to get a little bit in the hole. One. Two. He. We're going to want these sprues at some point in the future too. What I do appreciate about these is the little cut point for the support nubbin in the middle is on the inside of the part. So even if you do get it a bit rough cleaning it up, it's on the inside, which is the not as visible side. That's a nice, thoughtful touch. Thank you, Mr. MiniArt. Okay, one more. Should, in fact, check if we need these for the turret, like I think we do. Just in case I break one or lose one, we'll have some spares. I don't think we get any spares. If I was to design a kit, I would be including spares of things like that. Things that are easily broken. Okay, there are 3 on the turret, it would seem. That's how many we've got left on the sprues. I knew it. And the fun part is going to be cleaning them up. And by fun, I mean not really that fun. The saw is the most important bit, so I'll do that first. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And now, how many of these can I clean up without breaking? Hopefully, 7. Very difficult to hold onto them without getting my finger in the way of the knife and applying so much pressure they break. We'll get there. It's just a matter of patience and time and, I don't know, luck. Why do tanks have logs strapped to the end? I've often wondered, but never looked into it. It's for unditching. You strap a log to the tracks if it's bogged in mud, and it gives it more leverage to pull itself out of the mud. I'm not exactly sure how they do it, but they do. And I guess they just, they find it convenient to carry the log with them rather than saw down a tree at the bog site. There might not be trees where the tank gets bogged. Plus, I guess if you're carrying a log around and you need wood for, like, a fire or something, that's helpful. Two. So the saw is the MVP then. Yep. That's why you've got a saw and why it's important. Or an axe, I guess. You see axes on most other nations' tanks. I wonder if the T-34 has an axe or just a saw. You fucking wretched shit. Ah. Is that battle damage? Or is that something repairable? I wish there was a spare. These are so easy to break. I think the way to deal with that one is by gluing it together on the tank. Perhaps. Or maybe I'll try to glue it together on the table. What a pain in the ding-dong. That's enough probably to get them to sit together. When I pick it up, it'll probably just come apart again. It's all battle damage or weathering. Yep. A shell could have impacted that handle. Or an extra strong tank rider could have ripped it. The important bit is it's not... I didn't lose any of it, I think. I guess if I really got desperate, I could just fashion a new handle out of some wire. I think I've got appropriately thin wire for these. I'd rather not, but I could. A fresh blade really does help with this, too. The less pressure you have to put on it, the better. And we've got 3 left. We've only broken 1. That's not bad. Yeah, but it's not good either, is it? Yes. The question is, does breaking a part count as a mistake? I don't think so. I don't have to up my mistake counter today. Maybe they skimped by using pipe instead of solid railings. I wouldn't be surprised. That seems like a way to get a tank out quicker. And to be fair, it probably wouldn't really make a big difference, would it? Or maybe it would. Depends on the pipe they used. There, they're all cleaned up good enough. Oh no! Somebody's chopped off the top of my head. And there was nothing lost. Okay, can we pick... No, it just came apart. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Can put it together on the hull. It won't be a big deal. Just don't lose it, and you'll be fine. Don't lose any of them. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some battle damage to the turret, rather, when it doesn't have enough railings. Excuse me. I think this hole is a little too big. That's okay, though. This could really be a tweezer's job. That hole is definitely a touch too large. Can't seem to get it in the other one, though. Good enough. That's annoying. If you make the holes too big, it's difficult to get the parts to sit in the right position. I probably ignored a bit size recommendation on the instructions, so it's probably my fault. That's better. Plenty of glue. I'll put the broken one on. They're so small, I can't pick them up. Just go in the hole, please. That's pretty good. It's very difficult to see that there's actually a break there. 153, eh? I hope you sleep very well. Thank you for dropping by. Or to at least try to sleep. Yeah, I know that feeling. The good news with that is we didn't break it so badly that we're missing bits of material. And if you get them, it does have a slight bent look in the middle, but that probably just makes it look more Soviet. It's more obvious when you look at it closer up. So just don't look closely. No problem. Let's put the rest of them on. Have I got enough holes drilled on this side? Putting these little railings on, they look appropriate and good. The problem is they make the model a tiny little bit more delicate to handle. It just adds little bits that you can put your fingers on and crush. But I suppose they've got to be put on at some point, and it might as well be now. I'm happier to do this than play with photo etch again. We'll leave the photo etch for next week, where Herbert will piss and moan about it all over again. I think it is smarter to leave the little latches and towing hook things until last, because like these bits, they're very fragile and easily broken with the slightest touch. The difference between these and photo etch is these might break, you can glue them back together. Photo etch will probably go flying. Go. That looks appropriate. Get a shot of it so I don't have to stretch the existing shots out. Very railing. Oh yeah, the shovel. No, not shovel. Saw. They're very different things, Herbert.
Hey.
Okay, this has got guide pins. It should just flop on somewhere like that. I don't even need to pick that back up. I can use the power of liquid extra thin cement. Not too much of it. That ought to hold the little SOB. Okay, so that's almost a page of the instructions completed today. Doesn't really count if you're skipping over bits, I guess, but counts enough. Okay, there is a headlamp, and there isn't a photo etch bracket for the headlamp. Pretty confident I can build the hatch without all of the bits required. There's a lot in the hatch, but I think the way to do it, if we only want the front, is just these two bits and the vision devices. So that's a bit of elimination of extra extraneous tasks. These will be easy to build. I'm not so sure that the strapping will be so easy to do. How thin is that? There's a lot of them. And they're photo etch number 9. They're very thin straps. I think the way these are going to have to be is very delicately, because these are the bits that hold it on. You can't even see them on the overhead, really. It's not going to function like a real tie down, so we have to be careful with it. At least the little doodads will be easy to pile up. Yeah, I've had enough today. I'm getting hungry and I have to go out and do that horrible, horrible thing. Grocery shopping. Ugh. Ugh. Otherwise, I won't be able to have dinner unless I want to pay for, like, delivery. And I don't. I don't think I'll do a raid. I'll be back tomorrow night for the never-ending Burger Panther build. It's coming close to a theoretical end. Not that close, though. So stick around for that. It should be probably less fiddly than this, which is kind of surprising, to be honest, but that's the way it is. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo!